It's Jackie. I'm back again with a journal share. This one will be in the Etsy shop when this video goes up. This journal I've named Brenna. It's cardstock over fabric for the cover. And I've used chiffon ribbon here in these lovely toning greys and pinks, match the cover. Just open this up for you. It's approximately 5.5 by 8. Tim Holtz book plate here. It's quite full. And I'll show you inside. It's also quite stiff. This is quite firm card over this fabric. So inside the front cover, I have got a ledger page. We've got a date on there exactly, but oldish. Postmaster General. So I've got that in there. This photograph. And a little envelope that I've put together that's just got a few little bits in there, including an old receipt and flashcard. I think that's just made from a 6x6 sheet of scrapbook paper, if I remember rightly. Just decorated with a little bit of a scrap from ledger here. And a little bit of decoupage, collage on here. A snippet on this Edith Holden page, and on this side, this is a playing card with that lovely little dog on there. This is glued down. I don't know why I didn't let that dangle, there must have been a reason. But anyway, it's a tag that I've glued onto this page, and it's a quote that says, "Journaling is like whispering to oneself and listening at the same time." It's on tea-dyed paper. Here we've got a pocket with a little dog and a little charm that I've made. And in this pocket there is a sheet of, this is from a newspaper called John o' London's Weekly, 1937. I've got some notepaper from an old school book, a receipt from, what's that, 1957 maybe, and I've just put a tab on top of this page from a cigarette album. All in there. I've used stamps to do some decoration on these pages. This is an old document from 1941, genuine document, and there's a little collage tag on the back there. In this pocket, just pulling that out as well, there's a little bit of lace collar on here, and I've put a found quote. There's a dangle here. And then in the pocket, this is from a book page. I've got a library card and a little fairy. So obviously the colours are there just to tone in with this book page. On this side, made an envelope. This is a bit of old ledger that folds out. And in here there's some Tim Holtz people, there's a receipt and a Tim Holtz ephemera piece. And that's just book page and Edith Holden paper. And there's some lace on the back. So that pops over there. And then that just folds over there. So these colours tone. It's a nice ruffle on some tea-dyed paper. I've just decorated this with a strip of coloured paper, and then there's some trim over the stitching just to pick up these cooler colours here. In this pocket there's a little bit out of Edith Holden, and this is a little mini booklet. I've used vintage note papers in here, or sort of book. This is from a birthday card, this is from out a book, as is this. This is some little vintage ledger. I've made a pocket here using a library card, and in there there's magazine advertisement page, postcard from 1917, looks as if it's been burnt somewhere along the way, and some bluebells just to pick up the blue at the back here. There's a bit of stenciling and a bit more found quotation. This is fussy cutting. This is an old document. I don't know if there's a date on that one. 1964, and I've just put a little lace trim on there, and there's a little elephant dangle. This is from a book. Used paper tape to strengthen some of these pages, and although it doesn't stick, it just I suppose it's static, just slightly static to the previous page. This is just a little tuck spot, magazine, book image. In this pocket I've put computer card and a rose journal card with a bit of trim at the top there. So we've got lots of trim looking pretty together. This is the centre. There's another quote here: fill your paper with the breathings of your heart. There's a bit more of that collar on this page, and a little dangle. This is a little girl and a flower fairy dangle that I've made. In this vellum pocket I've got a tag, a found photograph. This is a vintage card. It says good luck offend you. That means go to you. And it's actually a Christmas card to Mr. Dashan from Mr. Dashan family to Master Hopkins, 1920. Quite sweet. And another vintage photo on there. The side of that document. In here there's a letter, vintage piece. Again, I don't think it's dated anywhere, but you can see how old this is and where it was stapled into some kind of folder, I guess. And this is an 1869 document that was sold to me as an original. I'm not convinced it's original, but it has been aged really well. So a bit more of that stenciling. This is another envelope that I've made from some piano roll edging, and in here there's pretty image, book image, a couple of a glassine bag, a tea bag, and a photograph. Looks as if that's from the 1940s or 50s. Just wrapped that around there. The other side of the ledger, I've got a little seahorse on that tab. In this pocket I've got a book page, the International Reading Club, a postcard from 1911, and a library card. Here there's a tag that I've put together. And this is some wallpaper patchworked onto there. Sorry, I've got some other bits in there. That's a magazine page, and this is a from that French notebook, children's school notebook. A bit more ruffle. This is part of a birthday card that I've popped over the page. It's quite large, so you could write on all of that. And I've just popped that over the top of that page. Just add a bit of colour. Here we've got an envelope with a cabinet card in it. These are actually called something else when they're small. It's quite thick and obviously genuine, but I can't remember what it's called. So we'll pop that back in the envelope. This is from 1958, and then in the actual pocket that I've formed with that envelope, I have got this document, French again, and an illustration from a vintage encyclopedia. It's another of those snippets. This is Bull Terrier puppies. This is a senior service cigarette card, but it's like a photograph. This is sort of layered up tags with another quote on the top. Another pocket here with a bit more of that trim. This is an envelope from 1949, there's nothing in there, and a cigarette album. And then in this back pocket, it's just an old postcard with a bit of trim on it. So there she is, another one. I hope you like her, and thank you so much for watching.